welcome back to Sheridan High School football. It's homecoming here at Sheridan, and it's a 30-14 lead for the Sheridan Blackhawks here on this beautiful night. It's not the weather we've been concerned about. It has been the broadcast. We've had, I think a mouse in the cord or a snake in the cord or something, because it's just hasn't been producing very much this evening, Steve, and hopefully we're going to be back on. I think we've got everything rectified, and I'm hoping that we're going to have a good broadcast the rest of the evening, because it has been a back-and-forth, very offensive ball game so far tonight.
It's been a very good game, but we've had some technical difficulties, but hopefully we're back for the rest of the game.
30-14 is your score. 4:34 to go here in the first half. And Sheridan just scoring, getting ready to kick back to Eastern. So hopefully, as you just said, and I'm looking at our numbers here, and our numbers are much better. So we basically had to reboot everything and start anew. And we rebooted so we didn't get booted. Does that make any sense? So hopefully we'll be all right. Here's a kick. It's going to be a short kick and going out of bounds. Boy, that was a terrible kick. That may have been the worst kick of the year. So Eastern's going to get good field position with 4:34 to go in the half. So let's see what they can do. They see if they can do something about that. Colin Strop just kicked a 23-yard field goal over at Clinton Prairie, and the Gophers are leading the Cougars 10-7. That's a big shock at halftime. As Sheridan leads here 30-14. Well, I'm not showing any drops, so as Eastern will have the football going left to right. Shotgun formation from Melnick. He's going to hand the ball off, and that is number 4, Spencer Day, running the football. And he's going to pick up a couple of yards, maybe give him 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. .409 to go in the first half, and now we've got an officials timeout. They're going to shut the clock. Well, they're going to measure. No, they're going to. They got an injury timeout. Sorry, boy, that's Callahan. That's not. We've seen a couple of guys limp off tonight. So,
we still got the heat and humidity going. It could be you don't get enough fluid, you're going to cramp up.
So, Mullinex. And he's going to hand the ball off, and boy, Day's going nowhere. Spencer Day says good night, because that is lights out tackle. Burnell in there, also big number 76 in there, David Powers. With 3:29 to go, it's third down. 30-14 Sheridan leads here at homecoming. And we don't understand why we're still buffering, because we've got great numbers, but still buffering. Shotgun formation. Eastern. Now they're going to change the play. Mullinex down to 3 seconds on the time clock, or the play clock, and he fumbles the ball, and the ball's on the ground, and boy, Eastern just barely gets back on it to be 4th down. So good defensive stand there by Sheridan that time. So Eastern's going to have to punt.
Should be enough time if we can reel off some big plays here. If we get a decent field return on the punt, we might be able to punch something in at the 2:40 mark of the first half.
And everybody bear with us. We're going to try to get to the halftime here, and then we'll regroup again and see if we can get some things figured out here technology-wise, as Eastern getting ready to punt. And this is going to be Mullinex or excuse me, number 1 Walker with the punt, and that is going to bounce, take a nice Eastern bounce to the 25 to the 23-yard line. And Sheridan will take over there. Blackhawks have led all the way tonight. Got on top 6-0, had the 2-point or the kick. Ended up bad snap, and the kicker picked it up, Brunell, and ran it in for 2 and made it 8-0. And then it was 14-0. Extra point, no good. And then Eastern answered, made it 14-7. And then Sheridan went up 22-7, and then Eastern came right back and made it 22-14. And then Sheridan scored another one just a little bit ago. It's 30-14. And here's a handoff off of left tackle, and Callahan's back in the ball game, running like a madman and picking up good yardage over the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. Nice job there by Callahan.
150, clock counting. I'm going to guess that we're not running off big numbers. We probably won't get anything before halftime.
Well, I think Bud is certainly interested in keeping the clock running and get into halftime with a 2-touchdown lead. I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Hardwood, and they're going to hand the ball off again. And that one is going this time for, well, back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Coach Wright not happy about the execution of that play. Burnell was the ball carrier.
16-point lead for our Blackhawks, 30-14 at the 1-minute mark of the first half.
Third down.
The Comets will get the ball to start the second half.
Gunnar Williams has been the quarterback all night long. Has done a nice job back to throw. Oh, excuse me, that is Burnell back there, and he's going to loft one up. It's going to be caught like a punt. That ball was a lame duck, and nice job. And I believe that's number 34. Is that Chesney?
It is 34.
Jacob Chesney is in the ball game, but he's not quarterbacking. He's a receiver.
Well, he just waited underneath that like a pop fly and let it come down to him.
Wow. And number 25 still in there at quarterback. And that is Nicholas Burnell, who's also been the kicker, and Nicholas Burnell in the quarterback, and he's back to throw, looking. And this time, boy, a nice shot, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Well, I tell you what, it was a nice throw, but he tried to thread it between 2 defenders, and that never works out. Nicholas Burnell, a 6'2", 155-pound freshman. Boy, a lot of young people in this game.
Well, it certainly is. Sheridan's been a young team to start out with, and to have the injuries we have, to bring in even more younger people, shows the adversity of your team.
41 seconds to go in the first half, 30-14. And Burnell back to throw, looking, and he's going to throw another lame duck, and boy, almost intercepted again. And I don't know if I'm Bud Wright. I don't think I try to do that again.
No, I'm in the favor of let's just get 10 or 15 yards each time and march it down. Let's not get 30 and 40 every time.
Well, I'm trying to find Gunnar Williams. Is he out on the field, or has he been injured, or? I mean, he's been quarterbacking all night tonight. And
there he is right there coming in.
He's coming back
sideline.
He's coming back in. And now, let's see what Williams can do. 36 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 10, the ball at the 41-yard line. Hardwood in motion. And Williams is going to hand the ball off, and that's Callahan, and he's going to pick up 6, 7, 8, 9. And he may have gotten the first down. He goes out of bounds, stops the clock. He's going to be very close to a first down. Certainly doable on 4th. Yeah, they're going to give it to him. First down. 1st and 10 for the Sheridan Blackhawks.
Well, you got to like that. We're 1st and 10. Do we check it down 3 more times, see if we can get a touchdown, or do you try to get a big run? I'm in favor of throwing it.
Well, I don't know. I think you run it. You're out of timeout. I don't think Sheridan has any more timeouts, so I think you just got to keep running the ball. 30-14 is a good enough lead for me.
29 seconds to go in the first half.
Number 5 in the ball game now for the Blackhawks. That's Drake Delph, and he's quarterback. Oh my! I tell you, Bud's using them all tonight. We got a flag on the play. Delph overthrew his receiver, and it'll be stop the clock. And what we thought was going to be a quick half has now turned into be an extremely long half.
That's a good-looking watch you got there. Is that new?
My brother gave that to me when we were down at my dad's funeral.
That's pretty fancy.
Yeah.
Did it belong to your father? Is that where it came from?
No, it was my brother's watch. He got a new watch, and
that's pretty fancy.
So I don't know about that, but it's kind of nice to. It keeps time. It turns on when you turn your wrist, and all those little fun things.
You can't beat that.
I know you're a gadget guy. You would probably enjoy it. I can even take a picture of you. It hasn't brought me popcorn yet, though, so I don't know if that's going to.
You know, it hasn't brought me anything tonight. I sure like to have some of that.
As I continue to watch the buffering meter on the game. Kind of a tough night. I have Sprint. My Sprint signal went out. I had a wedding rehearsal tonight. My Sprint signal went out it'd been out apparently for a couple of hours. Couldn't get a hold of anybody. His Sheridan is going to hand or pitch it to Callahan, and he goes out of bounds. It should stop the clock, or is he still inbound? And nope, the clock's going to run. They got to keep running the clock, and they're going to have one more play here.
They better hurry. 8 seconds.
And they're going to see if they're just going to throw it. They're going to spike.
5 seconds.
He's going to spike it with 2.9 seconds.
Time for a Hail Mary.
So they're going to just throw it in the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Well, so anyway, get back to my story. I couldn't get a hold of you. I couldn't get a hold of my wife. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. There was no Sprint signal whatsoever. Other people have lost their signal. I'm wondering if there's just some kind of a technical. I wonder if we got hit by a dirty bomb or something.
Well, I'm thinking the Martians finally had enough of us, and they're taking out our satellites one at a time.
Well, maybe that's the case. Sprint, and normally, and wouldn't you know it, Sprint would be the first one.
That's right. Just don't take out my AT&T.
Oh, goodness. Well, we're still on the air.
Miraculously.
Broadcasting on shine99tv.com.
Oh, we got another flag.
And another flag is it's going to be a delayed game against Sheridan.
Well, 5 more yards. When you're this far out, 5 more yards are going to make a difference. You just throw it at the end zone and hope somebody runs underneath it. We'll take whatever we can get. It's 2.9 seconds to go until halftime. Our Blackhawks lead 30-14 over the Eastern Comets. It is 4th and 8. And we've had a rotating quarterback here the last 4 or 5 plays. It's kind of like who wants to throw it down this time. We'll see who we get. But I say we put all our speedsters in, throw them to the end zone, and throw it up towards the center, let them all come together, and we'll be like a jump ball.
Clinton Prairie leading Carroll 17-7 in the third quarter. So Gophers looking good. Here's Williams back to throw. He's going to let one fly, and it's going to be intended for Chesney. And touchdown! Oh, my goodness. Oh, Chesney gets into the end zone, and wow, Jacob Chesney over here in the corner of the end zone, and it's 36-14. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to quite get it on the screen. I think we've buffered.
I think it was there. I didn't get the camera moved in time as I was trying to
36-14.
see if we were live, and I looked back and it's already over.
36-14, and then trying to add the extra point. They're going to go for 2. Here's Williams, and he's going to hand it to Callahan, and he is going to be. That's going to be. Oh, they're going to say no good, but I believe a face mask. So I think they're going to let him do it again. I think Callahan. I think somebody grabbed his face mask. Let's see what they're going to call. Well, Well, I'm not too sure what they've called. Well, it looks like that's going to be the end of the half. It must have been against Sheridan. Well, hey, that's all right. We'll take it. 36-14 at halftime. It's your homecoming game. The Sheridan Blackhawks leading here at homecoming over the Eastern Comets. 36-14. We'll take a timeout, come back, and talk more football here on Shine99TV.com.
Bragg Insurance, your local independent agency. Bragg Insurance offers great rates as well as outstanding service. Call 317-758-5828 to get your rates today. Bragg Insurance is proud to sponsor the great high school football tradition of our community.
At Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, you're not just a number, and we're not just a pharmacy. We're your hometown pharmacy for healthcare needs and gifts, taking pride
Does your
in our
computer need help? Sheridan Office Solutions can bring your computer back to good health. Lay out and print your posters, produce your video, lay out and print anything, from menus to memo pads, even help launch your new website. Sheridan Office Solutions on Main Street, Sheridan.
service in reviewing your drugs and syncing your medication for you, making fewer trips for you. Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, 508 East 10th Street, Sheridan.
Keefer's Hardware in Sheridan doesn't just sell hardware. Keefer's solves problems. Keefer's will rebuild your screens, mix paint, carefully cut your keys, carry all the in-stock items you need. Keefer's, making your life easier in Blackhawk Country.
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas Appliance. Call 765-249-2866.
It's football season, and like the Sheridan Blackhawks, First Farmers Bank and Trust has a long-standing tradition, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. Come see us at any of our 36 locations of First Farmers Bank and Trust. Go Blackhawks! It's football season, and like the Sheridan Blackhawks, First Farmers Bank and Trust has a long-standing tradition, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. Come see us at any of our 36 locations of First Farmers Bank and Trust. Go Blackhawks!
Enjoy a Sheridan tradition. Jan's Village Pizza has been named Best Pizza in the Midwest by Pizza Today magazine. With fresh dough made daily by Edith and no shortcuts on quality, you'll discover why hard work makes good pizza. Jan's Village Pizza, North Main Street, Sheridan. Like us on Facebook.
Bragg Insurance is your local independent agency. Bragg Insurance offers great rates as well as outstanding service. Call 317-758-5828 to get your rates today. Bragg Insurance is proud to sponsor the great high school football tradition of our community.
Keefer's Hardware in Sheridan doesn't just sell hardware. Keefer's solves problems. Keefer's will rebuild your screens, mix paint, carefully cut your keys, carry all the in-stock items you need. Keefer's, making your life easier in Blackhawk Country.
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. Call 765-249-2866.
At Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, you're not just a number, and we're not just a pharmacy. We're your hometown pharmacy for healthcare needs and gifts, taking pride in our service in reviewing your drugs and syncing your medication for you, making fewer trips for you. Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, 508 East 10th Street, Sheridan.
It's football season, and like the Sheridan Blackhawks, First Farmers Bank and Trust has a long-standing tradition, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. Come see us at any of our 36 locations of First Farmers Bank and Trust. Go Blackhawks!
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. Call 765-249-2866.
At Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, you're not just a number, and we're not just a pharmacy. We're your hometown pharmacy for healthcare needs and gifts, taking pride in our service.
And nutrition. Jan's Village Pizza has been named Best Pizza in the Midwest by Pizza Today magazine. With fresh dough made daily by Edith and no shortcuts on quality, you'll discover why hard work makes good pizza. Jan's Village Pizza, North Main Street, Sheridan. Like us on Facebook.
Price Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the Sheridan community and surrounding areas for many years. Price Heating and Air, 103 East 2nd Street, Sheridan, or call 317-758-4445.
The Farmers Bank can give you access to your banking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Enjoy the convenience of mobile banking from the Farmers Bank. Equal member FDIC and good to low athletes from the Farmers Bank.
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. Call 765-249-2866.
Wallace Grain and Coach Bud Wright worked on serving Sheridan for decades. Wallace Grain in Sheridan is a Purina certified expert feed dealer for horses, cattle, livestock, and pets. Purina salutes Wallace Grain in Sheridan, an 80-year hometown hero.
Your drugs, syncing your medication for you, making fewer trips for you. Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, 508 East 10th Street, Sheridan.
Bragg Insurance is your local independent agency. Bragg Insurance offers great rates as well as outstanding service. Call 317-758-5828 to get your rates today. Bragg Insurance is proud to sponsor the great high school football tradition of our community.
And welcome back to Sheridan High School, home of the Blackhawks. It's homecoming tonight. We thought you'd enjoy some of the homecoming festivities as the court being introduced and coming out here on the football field tonight. Enjoy Sheridan homecoming.
should be good to go. See what you got on that.
So congratulations going out to the Sheridan homecoming queen here tonight, and of course her great court, and Jacob Chesney out there being crowned homecoming king from the football team. We'll take time out, come back and talk more Sheridan football. Sheridan leading 36-14 at halftime. You're listening and watching Sheridan Blackhawk football on Shine99TV.com.
Keever's Hardware in Sheridan doesn't just sell hardware. Keever's solves problems. Keever's will rebuild your screens, mix paint, carefully cut your keys, carry all the in-stock items you need. Keever's, making your life easier in Blackhawk country.
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. Call 765-249-2866.
The Farmers Bank can give you access to your banking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Enjoy the convenience of mobile banking from the Farmers Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, and good luck to all local athletes from the Farmers Bank.
At Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, you're not just a number, and we're not just a pharmacy. We're your hometown pharmacy for healthcare needs and gifts, taking pride in our service in reviewing your drugs and syncing your medication for you, making fewer trips for you. Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, 508 East 10th Street, Sheridan.
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. Call 765-249-2866.
It's football season, and like the Sheridan Blackhawks, First Farmers Bank and Trust has a long-standing tradition, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. Come see us at any of our 36 locations of First Farmers Bank and Trust. Go Blackhawks!
Enjoy Sheridan tradition. Jan's Village Pizza has been named Best Midwest by Pizza Today magazine. With fresh dough made daily by Edith and no shortcuts on quality, you'll discover why hard work makes good pizza. Jan's Village Pizza, North Main Street, Sheridan. Like us on Facebook.
Wallace Grain and Coach Bud Wright have both worked hard serving Sheridan for decades. Wallace Grain in Sheridan is a Purina certified expert feed dealer for horses, cattle, livestock, and pets. Purina salutes Wallace Grain in Sheridan, an 80-year hometown hero.
Does your computer need help? Sheridan Office Solutions can bring your computer back to good health. Lay out and print your posters, produce your video, lay out and print anything from menus to memo pads, even help launch your new Sheridan Office Solutions on Main Street, Sheridan.
And welcome back to Sheridan High School, home of the Blackhawks. 36-14, your halftime score. The Blackhawks leading the Eastern Comets. And Steve, it's been a very entertaining first half indeed.
Well, I tell you what, I actually thought we was going to see a defensive battle. And with our young Sheridan Blackhawks, I did not think we would put 36 points up on the board. But I tell you what, I am very impressed with the Blackhawks on both sides of the board. We've got 36 points on offense. We only have given up 14 points on defense. I tell you what, very impressed. And if Coach Wright can make the same changes at halftime to keep Eastern on their heels, I tell you what, I think we come away with victory. But we've got a long way to go. We've still got 2 more quarters of football, so don't want to count that chicken yet before it hatches. But I like the way we played this first half.
Well, certainly the Sheridan Blackhawks are really looking well. Looking good as far as offense is concerned. Defense, they've given up a couple of big plays. Very impressed with the young man from Eastern, number 20, the wide receiver, Dante Nolder. And boy, Dante Nolder, a freshman who's got a body built like a senior in college. Yep. 6'4", 205 pounds. My goodness.
You're exactly right. And I'm surprised they don't run him more with the ball because he had good speed getting open. Plus, he's a big man, as you said. But also for Eastern, they should go find him as their number one go-to receiver all the time. But the thing they've got to do for Eastern, they have got to give him time to get open. If you're going to do that little 5-yard pass, he cannot shake that. Blackhawk defender yet. He's got to have more time to get open. But again, maybe Day cannot get the ball there that far, or Molnick's can't get the ball that far.
All right. Well, 36-14 is your halftime score. We'll take another timeout, come back and give you the second half kickoff. It's Sheridan leading 36-14. Here's Sheridan Blackhawk football on Shine99TV.com.
Keever's Hardware in Sheridan doesn't just sell hardware. Keever's solves problems. Keever's will rebuild your screens, mix paint, carefully cut your keys, carry all the in-stock items you need. Keever's, making your life easier in Blackhawk country.
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. 65249-2866.
Wallace Grain and Coach Bud Wright have worked hard serving Sheridan for decades. Wallace Grain and Sheridan is a Purina certified expert feed dealer for horses, cattle, livestock, and pets. Purina salutes Wallace Grain and Sheridan, an 80-year hometown hero.
Does your computer need help? Sheridan Office Solutions can your computer to health. Lay out and print your posters, produce your video, lay out and print anything from menus to memo pads, even help launch your new website. Sheridan Office Solutions on Main Street, Sheridan.
The Farmers Bank can give you access to your banking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Enjoy the convenience of mobile banking from the Farmers Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, and good luck to all local athletes from the Farmers Bank.
Wallace Grain and Coach Bud Wright have both worked hard serving Sheridan for decades. Wallace Grain and Sheridan is a Purina certified expert feed dealer for horses, cattle, livestock, and pets. Purina salutes Wallace Grain and Sheridan, an 80-year hometown hero.
It's football season, and like the Sheridan Blackhawks, First Farmers Bank and Trust has a long-standing tradition, providing banking with old-fashioned service. Come see us at any of our 36 locations of First Farmers Bank and Trust. Go Blackhawks!
Enjoy a Sheridan tradition. Jan's Village Pizza has been named Best Pizza in the Midwest by Pizza Today magazine. With fresh dough made daily by Edith and no shortcuts on quality, you'll discover why hard work makes good pizza. Jan's Village Pizza, North Main Street, Sheridan. Like us on Facebook.
Bragg Insurance is your local independent agency. Bragg Insurance offers great rates as well as outstanding service. Call 317-758-5828 to get your rates today. Bragg Insurance is proud to sponsor the great high school football tradition of our community.
At Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, you're not just a number, and we're not just a pharmacy. We're your hometown pharmacy for healthcare needs and gifts, taking pride in our service in reviewing your drugs and syncing your medication for you, making fewer trips for you. Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, 508 East 10th Street, Sheridan.
Price Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the Sheridan community and surrounding areas for many years. Price Heating and Air, 103 East 2nd Street, Sheridan, or call 317-758-4445.
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. Call 765-249-2866.
Enjoy a Sheridan tradition. Jan's Village Pizza has been named Best Pizza in the Midwest by Pizza Today magazine. With fresh dough made daily by Edith and no shortcuts on quality, you'll discover why hard work makes good pizza. Jan's Village Pizza, North Main Street, Sheridan. Like us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Sheridan High School. The Blackhawks leading 36-14 over the Eastern Comets here on this what is it? What night is it? About the fifth night of our fifth week of football. By the way, you put my Snickers bar too close to the hot dog. It's melted.
Oh, boy.
So I'll charge you for that one.
I'll take it on my salary.
36-14, your halftime score, as the Blackhawks getting ready to kick this one off. As they received the football, they actually, Eastern had won the toss and elected to defer. And really probably made the right choice because now they get the football here in the second half down by 3 scores.
Well, that's certainly going to benefit them, as you said, as they've got to come out and try to keep in this game. Because I've seen them at times be a quick strike team and get big yards. Other times they're not. They have to kind of grind out like our Blackhawks. So we will see what happens there. Hopefully for us, they'll be a slow grinding team the rest of the game.
Well, we'll see what happens as the Blackhawks getting ready to kick off right to left. And 36-14. Starting the third quarter. Here is the kick. It's a high kind of twisty, twirly kick, and it's going to come down at about the 25 to the 30 is the runner, and that is Spencer Day. And he's going to get back to about the 30-yard line, and that's where the Eastern Comets will get it at their own 31.
Well, we're just underway in the second half, and Eastern will see what they can do with it. See if Coach Edwards has made the right changes at halftime to battle these Blackhawks.
11:53, just underway in the third quarter. Comets down by 3 scores. They have been able to answer pretty much most of the game, except that last drive. And boy, what a great catch by Chesney to get it in the end zone right before halftime. Here is now the
got a flag.
Blackhawks will be drawn off sides, I believe. They're going to call it on the Blackhawks. It certainly looked that way.
Yep, you're right. It is offsides against our Blackhawks.
So Sheridan gives up 5 yards on penalties. It'll be 1st and 5 for the Comets.
Well, that's not the way to start the second half, but we'll bounce back.
Ball on the 36-yard line, 1st and 5. And Eastern with the football. Here is Mullinex back to throw. And he's throwing for the big man down the sidelines. And now they're going to call an interference at the last second. Boy, now that was an Academy Award-winning Dante Nolder, who was the intended receiver, said that he was held going down the sideline, and they're going to call it against Sheridan. It looks like.
Well, that's a tough break. Tough break. I believe that ball may have been uncatchable.
Well, it sure looked like it was over his head. Regardless, it's going to be a 15-yard mark-off against the Blackhawks. Make it a 10-yard mark-off against the Blackhawks. So it'll be 1st down and 10. The ball at the 49-yard line of the Blackhawks as Eastern has gotten their way into the, have gotten themselves into Sheridan territory off of 2 penalties. Mullinex going to hand the ball off, and boy, this time Day's got a lot of running room at the 40, 35, 30, down at the 20, and now they got a flag, and that was holding, a bar block in the back, it looked like. And I believe that one's going to come back. As Sheridan will, well, let's see what they do. What they call for sure. It looked like someone got turned around and they blocked him in the back, the Eastern player. And it is, will be marked against Eastern. And the Comets will have now, instead of 1st and 10 right around the Sheridan 20, it's going to be 1st and 10 back around the 36. And Eastern will break the huddle. 36-14, just underway here in the second half. Mullinex in the shotgun formation. Looking for the football. He's going to hand it off again to Day, and Day's going to be hit this time and dropped after about a 2, maybe a 3-yard gain. Good job by the Sheridan defense. 2nd and 7. The ball now at the 33-yard line of the Blackhawks. Receivers come to both sides. Shotgun formation for Mullinex. Single back, and he's going to toss it to the near side, and Day, I thought, was going to throw it, decides to run it, and he's going to get down to the 25-yard line and very close to a first down.
Looks like they gave him
the move. They're going to give him the first down. They'll move the chains. 1st and 10, the ball at the 25-yard line. Nice job by Spencer Day finding a little daylight and gets the crease, and it's 1st and 10.
Eastern putting together a very nice first drive.
First possession by either team of the second half. Eastern with the football will send number 9, that is Sparks, to the near side as far as a motion. They're going to hand the ball off to Day, and he's going to pick up. He may get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him maybe a yard on his forward progress. Let's see where they mark it. Looks like around the 24-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 9 now. Blackhawks have looked pretty good tonight, even though they're really banged up. They're a young team, banged up team, but have certainly come to play for homecoming here this evening.
Well, they certainly have. They put on a very good game tonight so far.
Eastern sends a receiver to the far side. That's the big guy, Dante, and they're going to he's going to look for him, and now he's in trouble. Mullinex is going to be dropped for a loss. He's going to be dropped for about a 2-yard loss. Mullinex had nowhere to throw it, and so he tried to run it. Scott Mullinex, and it's going to be 3rd and a long now for the Eastern Comets. 2 and 2 coming in here to the ball game tonight, as the Sheridan Blackhawks 1 and 3, trying to get back into the winning column here this evening. Clock running, 9:13 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Mullinex. They're going to run a little reverse. Got flags all over the place, and Dante Nordell going all over and he's running all over the place, down to the 10, to the 7, to the 6-yard line. But I think we may have motion against Eastern. We'll see.
And Mullinex pleading his case to the official that, hey, we had the ball off in time, but I don't think the official's buying it.
It was a delay in game, either a delay in game. Well, let's see what they've never given us an official call. It's going to go against Eastern. They're going to mark it off. And I haven't seen yet the official. And it's only a 5, so yeah, legal procedure. I thought there was movement. So it's a 5-yard mark off against the Comets, 36-14, the score, Sheridan leading. And that negated a long run by Nordell.
And I think he may have had a first down on that, so that that penalty was huge.
Or excuse me, Dante Nolder. And Nolder will split to the far side. Molinex in the shotgun formation. Back to throw. Got a man right in the middle, and it's good caught. And picking up good yardage across the middle is Spencer Day. He's going to be shy of the first down. But they pick up, my goodness, they pick up about 14 of the 16 they needed it.
They're about just 2 or 3 yards shy, at certainly 4-down territory, almost to the red zone, actually inside the red zone.
Well, it's going to be 4th and about 3, and the ball is marked at the 18-yard line. So let's see if, and now they're going to bring Nordell, the big guy, and they're going to put him in a slot position. And now they're going to run him on the reverse, and there they got him fooled again. No motion. He's got the first down and more. He's in the end zone.
Boy, same
touchdown.
Play they ran.
Same play.
Same play we ran
and
2 plays ago.
Coach Bud Wright not happy at all. He is not happy at all.
Somebody on that far side did not stay home and hold their position.
Well, they just got sucked in.
Yep.
I mean, they bit, and a great execution by Eastern. And it's 36-20, and the Blackhawks lead by 16. And let's see if they're going to go for a 1. Walker will come in and try to add the extra point. Cole Walker. And the snap, it's a good snap, good hold, and the ball is up and through, and it's 36-21. 15-point advantage for the Sheridan Blackhawks. We'll take a quick timeout. Blackhawks lead here at homecoming, 36-21. It's Sheridan Blackhawk football here on Shine99TV.com.
It's football season, and like the Sheridan Blackhawks, First Farmers Bank Trust has a long-standing tradition, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. Come see us at any of our 36 locations of First Farmers Bank and Trust. Go Blackhawks!
At Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, you're not just a number, and we're not just a pharmacy. We're your hometown pharmacy for healthcare needs and gifts, taking pride in our service in reviewing your drugs and syncing your medication for you, making fewer trips for you. Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, 508 East 10th Street, Sheridan.
The Farmers Bank can give you access to your banking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Enjoy the convenience of mobile banking from the Farmers Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, and good luck to all local athletes from the Farmers Bank.
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. Call 765-249-2866.
Well, welcome back to Sheridan High School, home of the Blackhawks, and it's homecoming tonight on top of all that, so a lot of good folks out here enjoying a homecoming game. Eastern coming into town with a 2-2 mark, and the Blackhawks trying to get to 2 wins on the season, as they just gave up a score, 36-21, and here is the kick, and it's a line drive kick, and it's going to go between 2 Sheridan defenders, and it may go into the end zone. Then they will let it go into the end zone. Boy, I tell you what, Sheridan's flirting with danger there as Gunnar Williams about hit that football with his foot.
I tell you what, that when you start letting that ball scoop around like that and don't jump on it, you got to pay attention to where those kicking team is at. Don't come down and jump on it.
Gunnar Williams coming over to the sideline to get his instructions. He's been quarterback most of the night. Right before half, Coach Bud Wright put a few new faces in. But Gunnar going to break the huddle with the Blackhawks here to start the second half for their first possession of the second half. 7:52 to go in the third quarter. Gunnar Williams with the football, and if I am Sheridan, they're going to call another penalty. My goodness, we've had enough of those tonight. And if I'm Sheridan, I would be giving a heavy dose of Joe Callahan here in the third quarter.
Yes, and we need to match their scores. If they score a touchdown, we need to score a touchdown.
So it's going to be a legal procedure. False start against the Sheridan Blackhawks, so that'll back them up 5. So, boy, penalties have really hurt Sheridan here in the second half. I mean, really they kept that scoring drive alive a couple of times with penalties.
Yep, exactly right. Especially that big pass interference. That was a questionable call, but the officials went with it, so we've got to respect that.
Well, shotgun formation. They're going to send Hardwood in motion, and then they're going to hand the ball off, and I believe and he's going to get big yardage to the 40. I don't know. He's got one man to beat. Burnell trying to beat him, and he will. 25-20, 10-5, touchdown, Blackhawks. 7:37 in the third quarter, and Sheridan answers exactly the way you said they would need it to do.
Well, I tell you what, that came at the right time, and we talk about slow grinding out. Okay, so we need to slow grind out, but that's okay. We'll take it. We'll just take the points on the board.
Kenny Burnell, 5'8", 180-pound junior, running the ball, and boy, running the ball well. He had one guy to beat at about the 35-yard line, and he was able to skip past him and get it in the end zone. So 42-21 now. Sheridan has doubled it up again on the Comets. And Sheridan will go for two. Gunner Williams at quarterback sends Hardwood in motion, and he'll take the football, hand it off, and guess what? That's a score. Nice job there by Joe Callahan to get it in, and it's 44-21. 44-21, 7:37 to go in the third quarter. Homecoming, Sheridan leading. Sheridan Blackhawk football, Shine99TV.com.
Keefer's Hardware in Sheridan doesn't just sell hardware. Keefer's solves problems. Keefer's will rebuild your screens, mix paint, carefully cut your keys, carry all the in-stock items you need. Keefer's, making your life easier in Blackhawk country.
Does your computer need help? Sheridan Office Solutions can bring your computer back to good health. Lay out and print your posters, produce your video, lay out and print anything from menus to memo pads. Even help launch your new website. Sheridan Office Solutions on Main Street, Sheridan.
The Farmers Bank can give you access to your banking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Enjoy the convenience of mobile banking from the Farmers Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, and good luck to all local athletes from the Farmers Bank.
Bragg Insurance is your local independent agency. Bragg Insurance offers great rates as well as outstanding service. Call 317-758-5828 to get your rates today. Bragg Insurance is proud to sponsor the great high school football tradition of our community.
Welcome back to Sheridan High School here on this beautiful Friday night. 7:37 to go here in the third quarter, 44-21. Sheridan did exactly what you said, Steve. They needed an answer. They did in a big way.
Exactly right. Got the match touchdown for touchdown. Now we need the defense to come up in a big way, and let's put a stop and get the ball back in Blackhawk hands.
Well, here's a high. It's just another one of those kind of tornado kicks. It's a twister, and Eastern will come up with it. That's number 24 in the pink socks, and he's running over on the far side and still running, doing a nice job. That's Dakota Spencer picking up some good yardage. He's only a freshman. My goodness, how many freshmen do we have playing in this ball game tonight?
I tell you what, these young freshmen, they got in Eastern. Look out them for the next 2 or 3 years. They're going to be something to reckon with.
Well, and then you look at, Nick Burnell has played for Sheridan. He's a freshman. You got Delph, who has played for Sheridan tonight. He's a freshman. And on top of a bunch of juniors and sophomores. 7:29 to go in the third quarter. Eastern with the football. Mullinex in the shotgun formation for Eastern as the Eastern Comets going to try to answer the score. And Day is going to break a tackle, breaks another one at the 40 down to the 44-yard line. Nice job there by Spencer Day as Eastern moves the ball well on their second possession of the second half. 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard gain. Eastern with the football. Splits to the near side. Mullinex in the shotgun formation. Looking for some assistance from the sideline. Changing the play. Play clock down to 5. And Mulnex calls for the football. He's going to hand it off to Day right up the middle, breaks tackles, and picks up a first down. Picks up about 9 yards, and we'll get it down to the Sheridan 47-yard line.
Well,
good run.
We need that Sheridan defense to step up now. We've crossed midfield. It's time to stall that drive. 6:35 to go in the third quarter. 44-21, our Blackhawks over the Comets.
Mullinex shifts his, he can't do that.
Ordell.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's how he's getting open so much. He takes off running all the time early.
Well, the big guy, Dante Nolder.
And I pronounced it wrong?
Yes, Nolder.
Of course, that's the kind of head start I would need. I need a good 5-second head start if I was out there.
Well, I don't know if he was 6'4", 205 pounds. The kid is lightning fast. I mean, he is just a specimen. They're going to hand the ball off today, and Day's going to go nowhere. He may pick up a yard. They're going to give him 2. It'll be 2nd and 13. The ball at the 50-yard line. Well, Eastern coming in here trying to get above 500. Sheridan trying to get within a game of 500.
The Blackhawks working hard. They've been very impressive tonight. Coach Rice got to like the offensive output he has seen so far in this game.
Eastern breaks the huddle, sends 3 men to the near side, 2 to the far side, and now he's back to pass. Mullis in trouble now. Good coverage down the field by the Blackhawks, and now Mullinex is going to just tuck it and run, and he's going nowhere. Thrown backwards, 7 yards. The Sheridan Blackhawks really credit the secondary. Excellent coverage by the Sheridan Blackhawks. And number 38 in on the tackle there for the Blackhawks. Or 39, Alex Gibson, I'm sorry. Alex been in there a lot.
Definitely credit the secondary, as you said, staying with their man, staying on top of him, but also credit the defensive line, not giving up, staying with it, fighting off block, getting that corner back like a scared rabbit in a hole and jumping all over him.
Well, that they did. 4:49 to go in the third quarter. Nolder goes to the far side. We got trips to the near side. And Mulnex looking to throw again, and now he's in trouble. Now he's going to toss it, and then I'll tell you what, nobody's open. He throws it over the intended receiver's head. Number 23, the intended receiver there. That is Drayden Morris Graber. So Morris Graber, the intended receiver.
And it is now 4th and super long, probably 18 yards, so definitely in a punting situation, I would assume, for the Comets, as their punter, Walker, the junior, comes out.
Well, Mulnex was in trouble again, and he just had to get rid of the football, and he thought he was going to get one of the receivers breaking open in that Morris Graber, but unfortunately it didn't work out for the Comets, and it'll be 4th down and long, 4th and 18, as Walker in the punt, and he is going to get it off. And it's going to bounce at the 20, at the 32, and be taken there by one of the up backs there. And I'm trying to see if that's number 25. Is that number 25? That's number 21, is it? Let's check to see if I can make sure I get this at, or is that number 28?
28 or 29. It might be a 9.
Yeah, we'll get the
That's
official.
a 9.
That's Brody Perry. That's what I thought. Initially, Brody Perry.
I'm going to have to remember to bring my field glasses to the games. I keep forgetting to grab those.
Well, the Sheridan black jerseys are just much tougher to see with those red numbers outlined in white. It'd be much nicer if they were just white numbers.
And great big.
And big. And flashing.
There you go. I like it.
Here is, they're going to hand the ball off, and I believe that is Callahan, or no, let's see. He comes down hard. I think that is number 24, Burnell, who ran that big touchdown run a moment ago. Burnell back in the ball game. Runs off a left tackle, picks up good yardage. They're going to give him about 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. At the ball going to be spotted at the Sheridan 42-yard line. That's a short 3 or a long 2. I like long 2 better than a short 3.
I'm with you on that.
Here's Hardwood, moves to the near side. They're going to hand the ball off, and that's Brunell again. He's got plenty of distance for the first down and more, over the 50 to the 45-yard line. Sheridan gets into the Eastern Combat territory for, well, they've been there a lot tonight.
Well, Brunell, a workhorse here lately. You see dragging defenders, grinding it out for that first down and more.
Brunell coming out and get a breather. Callahan will check in for the Blackhawks. Clock will start as soon as now the officials are going to call a timeout. Eastern's going to call a timeout. With a timeout, we'll take one as well. 3:42 to go in the third quarter. 44-21 your score. It's Sheridan Blackhawk football here on Shine99TV.com.
Does your computer need help? Sheridan Office Solutions can bring your computer back to good health. Lay out and print your posters, produce your video, lay out and print anything, from menus to memo pads, even help launch your new website. Sheridan Office Solutions on Main Street, Sheridan.
At Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, you're not just a number, and we're not just a pharmacy. We're your hometown pharmacy for healthcare needs and gifts, taking pride in our service, reviewing your drugs, and syncing your medication for you, making fewer trips for you. Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, 508 East 10th Street, Sheridan.
Bragg Insurance is your local independent agency. Bragg Insurance offers great rates as well as outstanding service. Call 317-758-5828 to get your rates today. Bragg Insurance is proud to sponsor the great high school football tradition of our community.
Enjoy a Sheridan tradition. Jan's Village Pizza has been named Best Pizza in the Midwest by Pizza Today magazine. With fresh dough made daily by Edith and no shortcuts on quality, you'll discover why hard work makes good pizza. Jan's Village Pizza, North Main Street, Sheridan. Like us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Sheridan High School. Blackhawk football, and they're moving it well. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of Eastern. A nice little handoff and run off a left tackle. I believe that is Callahan back in the ball game, and he runs it well. Picks up about 4 yards. It'll be second. Make 3 yards. Be second. Well, they're going to give him 4. 2nd and 6. Main thing right now for Sheridan, just keep the clock running.
Keep that ball on the ground. I don't think we've seen a pass yet from our Blackhawks here in the second half yet, and I'm okay with that.
Carroll Prairie was up 17-7 earlier to that third quarter, and here is a shotgun formation for Williams. He's going to hand the ball off to Callahan, and Callahan very close to another first down. They're going to stop the clock, I imagine, to check that one out, and it will be Sheridan Blackhawk. Clinton Prairie leading Carroll 24-13. It should be somewhere in the early fourth quarter because it was near the end of the third quarter earlier. So that's a big, that'd be a big win for the Clinton Prairie Gophers if they could beat Carroll. Hadn't done that in quite a while.
Yep, that's for sure.
44-21, 2:45 to go here in this one, third quarter. Sheridan with the football and a first down at the Eastern 35, and there's a run by Callahan. Boy, one man, if he could have broke the arm tackle of number 5, which was Logan McNeil, he had been in the end zone. And we've got, we've got some weather information for you. A new event, tornado warning, has been issued for Benton County, and that is going to, that has been issued at 9:15. A tornado warning has been issued for Benton County at 9:15. We do not have an expiration time, but
it's 10:15
our time. Okay. Well, it looks like, I think that was when it was issued. 10:15 our time. Well, no, that's right. It'd be 10:15 our time because they are an hour behind. 1:56 to go here in this one, and the Blackhawks picking up another first down.
Well, we're just outside the red zone, sitting about the 22-yard line, and we got first down, as you said, so plenty of chances to get the first down, get touchdowns, see if we can make that thing tick to 5, something 5-0, 5-1 on that scoreboard.
And we got some pretty nasty-looking cells coming in that northwestern part of the state, so we'll keep an eye on that. Here's a handoff to Brunell. And Burnell picking up good yardage.
About 4.
About 4.
Maybe 3. We'll give it 3. Short 3 or long 2. How's that sound?
Well, I like the long 2. Second
right.
down and 8.
We'll go with that.
1:07 to go in the third quarter. 44-21. Sheridan Blackhawks have led the entire game. It was a little bit of a seesaw early on, but Sheridan has got a good maintain the lead. Has been able to maintain at least a 2-touchdown lead. Let's say that. And here in the second half.
42 seconds to go in the third quarter as it's now 3rd and 6 as there was no gain by our Blackhawks on the carry as they were met at the line of scrimmage by the Comets. Certainly time for one more play, and definitely this 4-down territory. If you know Coach Wright, it is definitely 4-down territory.
3rd and 6. Ball at the 17-yard line. Shotgun formation for Gunnar Williams, who's played most of the night at quarterback. Single back. Here's Williams, going to hand the ball off. That's Burnell picking up 3-4 yards. Going to be short of the first down. And that will do it for the third quarter. We've played 3. It's 44-21. The Blackhawks lead over the Eastern Comets. We'll take a timeout. Sheridan Blackhawk football homecoming here on Shine99TV.com.
Does your computer need help? Sheridan Office Solutions can bring your computer back to good health. Lay out and print your posters, produce your video, lay out and print anything, from menus to memo pads, even help launch your new website. Sheridan Office Solutions on Main Street, Sheridan.
Wallace Grain and Coach Bud Wright have both worked hard serving Sheridan for decades. Wallace Grain in Sheridan is a Purina certified expert feed dealer for horses, cattle, livestock, and pets. Purina salutes Wallace Grain in Sheridan, an 80-year hometown hero.
The Farmers Bank can give you access to your banking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Enjoy the convenience of mobile banking from the Farmers Bank. Equal housing lender, member FIC, and good luck to all local athletes from the Farmers Bank.
Bragg Insurance is your local independent agency. Bragg Insurance offers great rates as well as outstanding service. Call 317-758-5828 to get your rates today. Bragg Insurance is proud to sponsor the great high school football tradition of our community.
It's football season, and like the Sheridan Blackhawks, First Farmers Bank and Trust has a long-standing tradition, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. Come see us at any of our 36 locations of First Farmers Bank and Trust. Go Blackhawks!
Welcome back to Sheridan High School. It's Bud Wright Football Stadium here in beautiful Sheridan, Indiana. So far, no rain here. It's a little humid, but no rain. I don't see anything out there, which trying to get this quarter in so we can get back on the road. And the Blackhawks leading 44-21, trying to get this one back into the end zone. 4th and 4 now for the Blackhawks as Sheridan will go for it and see if they can convert this. Keep the clock running. Williams in the shotgun formation. We got a split to the near side. That's Jacob Chesney. Now
Reset the clock.
Reset the clock. Now, you got Chesney over here near side. Watch out. Williams, now watch out for a roll to the near side and watch them if they can get Chesney. It's going to be man-on-man coverage. That's exactly what Chesney wants. Let's see if they do that. No, they're going to hand the ball out. Oh, now he fumble. Boy, I tell you, that is not the call I would have made, but I'm not the coach, and it's 1st and 10 Eastern. So the Comets hold the Blackhawks and have a chance now to, to answer that score that put 44 points on the board for Sheridan.
See if our defense can keep the Comets pinned deep in their own territory and let them get 3 and out. It would be nice for us.
Blackhawks leading 44-21. Well, that's Gunnar Williams going to be running off to the field, running on the field late, as I'm sure the Comets are going to try to air some things out now. And Mullinex, read option, he's going to hand the ball off, and good running room for Day. Near side got a first down and more. Still on his feet. Breaks a tackle. Got one more to beat, and he can't do it. Nice job there of running to get to the Sheridan 45, and that is Brody Perry that brings him down. Well, that's a saving tackle there.
Well, it certainly wasn't. And they had him just beyond the first down marker with just about a 10-yard gain, but he kept on turning his leg, kept him moving, and picks up way beyond the first down.
Well, Day picks up great yardage. It'll be 1st and 10 now into the Sheridan territory at the 45-yard line. 11:30 to go in the ball game. And, boy, I tell you, they have just called.
Officials timeout.
Yeah, we've got to tie a shoe. I guess
shoelaces are
I guess Day ran out of his shoe. And it'll be, we're going to go back to getting some scores now. Boy, the Gophers leading 30-13 now.
Ball next taken to the right side. Sweeps right, does the fake handoff, gets the first down and more, skirts the sideline, and I'm thinking he's going to be to the first down marker, and officials are saying, yes, move the chains as he picks up 10, maybe 11.
Yep, Clinton Prairie beats Carroll. They say it's a final now, 30-13. As appreciate Jamie Blacker and Jason Stroop getting that Jason Stroop getting the scores to us tonight.
1st and 10, the Comets at the 34-yard line of our Blackhawks. The big 11-yard run by Molnix.
44-21 here, 11-10 to go in the ball game. It's Sheridan over Eastern. And that's going to be a second down. Got a one-yard run. As it'll be 2nd and 9.
.10:49 and the clock is ticking. Comets got 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8 as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Blackhawks, by far their best overall performance of the season tonight. And there's a drop ball, and speaking of being dropped, Mullinex.
Well, that came out very well. As you said, he dropped the ball. Defender's right on top of him as soon as he picked it up, and it goes down for about a 5-yard loss. So a big break there to put it at 3rd and 12 now for the Comets.
And confirming that tornado warning is till 10:15 tonight for Benton County. So all of our folks up there in the Benton County area take shelter. Tornado warning expiring at 10:15. So you got about 30 more minutes left on that tornado warning. So folks in Benton County, keep an eye on the sky for sure. Here's Mullinex in the shotgun formation. And he is back to throw. 3rd and 12. Got a man, had a man with a step, but not, but the throw needed to be perfect, and it was not. And it will be incomplete, and will stop the clock. As number 23, the intended receiver, Drayton Morris Graber, can't come up with it. 9:42 to go here in the ball game. 44-21 homecoming for Sheridan. You always want to win your homecoming game.
That's for sure. We failed to get that young lady's name and gentleman who won, and we should have done that at halftime. But
well, Jacob Chesney was the king, and Vanessa was the queen. I did not get her last name, though, and that doesn't help much, does it? Here is an attempted pass that falls short. It'll be a turnover on downs, and Sheridan will get the football back. So, good job there for the Blackhawk defense there, stopping the pass play.
Well, we
9:42 to go in the ball game. 44-21. Sheridan will get the football back, going the other way, and let's see if that's it's hard to tell. I think that's Gunner still back there. No, it is Gunner Williams. He's going to hand it off to Callahan. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 35, the 45, the 50, the 40, down to the 35, breaks another tackle at the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10. Nice job. My goodness. Well, that was a 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 39-yard run right there.
Well, that was impressive. Again, it's a thing of keeping the legs moving, keep fighting, hanging tight onto the ball, and something good comes from that.
Well, the Blackhawks setting up for business again. They're right there. Sheridan leading 44-21. 9:10 to go. And they're going to hand the ball. Is that Burnell or is that, I believe that's Callahan again, isn't it? No, Burnell on the carry. Callahan's come out for some oxygen, I imagine.
Oh, sorry about that.
And it'll be second down. Second and goal at the 4. Sheridan taking advantage of every opportunity tonight and leading in a big way. 8:30 to go here in the ball game. 44-21. And here is a handoff right up the middle, and that's going to be shy of the first down. It'll be third and goal. And Burnell on the carry, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard. It'll be third and goal at the 1 for the Blackhawks. Well, let's see if the Blackhawks can punch it in here and have a big homecoming win over the Eastern Comets.
But there goes the coaches for Eastern that was on top of the box. They've all come down, it looks like, and maybe they're throwing the towel in.
Well, there's a fumble, and I believe Eastern's going to get it. It was a bad snap. It was a low ball. Did Sheridan get it back, or is it going to be, yep, the Eastern's football, I believe.
Oh, what a tough break. What a break.
Well, so much for that score. .46 to go. And they're going to be, well, is there going to be a time? Nope, no timeout. They're just
switching possession.
Yep, as Sheridan's going to walk over here and, well, I think Coach Bud Wright is going to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. With 7:46 to go here in the ball game, 44-21 Sheridan leading. It's Sheridan Blackhawk football on Shaw99TV.com.
Keefer's Hardware in Sheridan doesn't just sell hardware. Keefer's solves problems. Keefer's will rebuild your screens, mix paint, carefully cut keys, carry all the in-stock items you need. Keefer's, making your life easier in Blackhawk country.
Does your computer need help? Sheridan Office Solutions can bring your computer back to good health. Lay out and print your posters, produce your video, lay out and print anything from menus to memo pads, even help launch your new website. Sheridan Office Solutions on Main Street, Sheridan.
Wallace Grain and Coach Bud Wright have both worked hard serving Sheridan for decades. Wallace Grain in Sheridan is a Purina certified expert feed dealer for horses, cattle, livestock, pets. Purina salutes Wallace Grain in Sheridan, an 80-year hometown hero.
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. Call 765-249-2866.
Well, welcome back to Sheridan High School. The Comets going to take over after the fumble, and the Sheridan Blackhawks have done a great job taking care of the football tonight. Just a mishap there, and Eastern's going to try to take advantage of it. Mullinax, I believe, keeping the football and going to run for maybe 2-3 yards. It'll be second down. 7:37 to go here in the ball game. 44-21, Sheridan leading here at homecoming. 2nd and 6 after a 4-yard gain. The ball at the 8-yard line now. On a kind of a muggy night here, humid night at Sheridan. Of course, there's thunderstorms in the air. Benton County still under a tornado warning until 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. So folks in Benton County take shelter. And here is a handoff. Nope, you're going to fake the handoff. Got a man wide open over the middle of the field. He's going for some big green there. 35 to the 40 up to the 45-yard line. And that is, speaking of big, no, that's not the big guy. That's number 40. I was thinking that was Dante Nolder, but it's Luke Monez. Luke Monez. And Luke is only guess what? A freshman.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. I don't think I've ever seen more freshmen playing on one football field in a varsity football game. And I mean that. I have seen a lot of games and on both sides of the football game, and they have played all night. This is not like they're just coming out because it's a blowout. It's been kids are playing all night. Here is Mullinex handing the ball off right up the middle off a right tackle. Will go, I believe that's number 4. It is Spencer Day. Spencer Day has had a good night carrying the football.
Well, I tell you what, I wanted to see how tall that young man is. He's only 5'8". He looks a little bit shorter, but I tell you, he is cat quick out there. When he gets that ball and can get open.
Well, Spencer Day has carried the ball for 14 times tonight for 79 yards. So not too shabby. Make it 18 times, or 14 times, excuse me. Here is 6-minute mark, 44-21. Blackhawks in control of this one. Congratulations to the Gophers winning tonight over Carroll. And winning big, 30-13. Gophers hitting on all cylinders tonight. And there is offsides against the Blackhawks there. That'll stop the clock. As
we got officials timeout.
Blackhawks the officials are saying shut the clock off, and they do get the clock shut. Hey, the clock operator's just like me. He's hungry, tired, and ready to go home.
That's right. Maybe he didn't get a hot dog or popcorn either, or a melted candy bar.
That's right. I'm gonna put that melted candy bar. I got a good place. I'm gonna put that melted candy bar.
Good thing we're on.
You got a white
rated television.
You got a white. You got a white shirt on. Mary's going to be asking, "Where's all that chocolate coming from, Steve?"
Well, she knows I have a bit of a sweet tooth.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I'm kind of known for that.
Well, speaking of sweet, how sweet it is tonight that the Blackhawks get back on the winning side of things, leading here 44-21. And here's Mullinex back to throw. He's looking for the big guy, Nolder, and he's going to go up and catch the football over Archer. I mean, the kid is, he's a freshman. Can I tell you that again? He's a freshman.
Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable
skill. But when you look at this, he's a 6'4", 205 pounds. He really looks bigger than that out on the football field.
He does. He looks much bigger than everybody else that's out there. That's without a doubt.
I don't know what his mama and daddy fed him growing up, but whatever it is, the Blackhawks need to get a hold of it. And now Mullinex are going to pitch it to him, and he's trying to get the outside, and boy, he took a wrong turn. He should have cut inside. He does this time, and he picks up decent yards. I thought if he would have cut inside just a half step before he did, he may have scored. But Blackhawks bring him down. It'll be 2nd down and 5. And the ball at the 5-yard. They can get a first down at the 1-yard line. So 2nd down, and we'll call it 4. Ball at the 5. And they're going to hand the ball. No, that is Mullinex keeping the ball. He's in trouble. Sheridan doing a great job defensively. And, boy, the Blackhawks have been just all over Mullinex tonight.
Well, I tell you what, we're at the 4:30 mark. I'd like to think right now, as they're down 23 points, the Comets are to our Blackhawks, the clock is going to become their enemy, regardless of what happens on this drive right here.
Yeah, Dave Powers in there on the tackle. Zach Reed playing great football tonight. Just an excellent Gibson is playing lights out in the middle, anchoring the middle tonight. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Mullinex to throw, and he's going to go down again. Nice job again by the Blackhawks as he pumped it, and they couldn't get the ball off, and now it'll be fourth. They can get a first down. They got to get just, about the 4-yard line.
And you've got to go for it. This much time in the game left, and you're down this far, you've got to go for it.
And the Comets are going to call timeout to think about it, to talk about it. With that, we'll take a quick timeout. It's Sheridan Blackhawk football here on Shine99TV.com.
It's football season, and like the Sheridan Blackhawks, First Farmers Bank and Trust has a long-standing tradition, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. Come see us at any of our 36 locations of First Farmers Bank and Trust. Go Blackhawks!
Enjoy a Sheridan tradition. Jan's Village Pizza has been named Best Pizza in the Midwest by Pizza Today magazine. With fresh dough made daily by Edith and no shortcuts to quality, you'll discover why hard work makes good pizza. Jan's Village Pizza, North Main Street, Sheridan. Like us on Facebook.
The Farmers Bank can give you access to your banking hours a day, 7 days a week. Enjoy the convenience of mobile banking from the Farmers Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, and good luck to all local athletes from the Farmers Bank.
Well, welcome back as the Eastern Comets come out of the timeout. Boy, they need a score. This would be the time. And now, look, you got double coverage over here on Nolder. Now, that's not a bad idea. Molnick's ball is tipped. It will be almost intercepted. It'll be incomplete, and the Blackhawks will get the football back. So Eastern marches the football down. Sheridan had marched it down, fumbled the ball. Then Eastern marches the ball down, and then they turn it over on down. So Blackhawks...
Both teams putting a lot of yardage up on the scoreboard or on the stat sheet, but not many points on the board the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to bring our meteorologist, Russ Casper, in and give us a little bit of an update on the weather here. We've got some threatening weather moving into north central Indiana.
Yeah, we sure do. It looks like, of course, a tornado warning for the Benton County area for another about 19 minutes. We're seeing from west to east a line of thunderstorms right now. They go from basically from Plymouth down to Rantoul, Illinois. So I'll let you follow the game.
All right, thank you. Well, boy, talk about a tornado. Here's Callahan running like a tornado down to the 30-yard line. Nice job by Joe. And my goodness, Blackhawks trying to add more to it.
And did you see who tackled him? Mr. Everything tonight, Mr. Number 20, Mr. Nolder for Eastern.
Nolder, yep. Nice job.
And he ran a long way to run him down.
Well, appreciate the update on the weather there, Russ. As I'm looking at the radar too, I see a lot of pink, and that's pretty intense stuff when you start talking about the pink stuff. As the Sheridan Blackhawks in shotgun formation are going to hand the ball off. That is Burnell running well and picking up good yardage right down the middle.
We'll keep an eye on this and see what happens. Yeah, around Milford right now it's very intense. Watseka, just south of Watseka, and then Rensselaer starting to get pounded as well. So we'll take a look and see what counties now are covered with the different warnings. Last time we looked, it was just Benton County that had that tornado warning, just Benton County on that. The most intense area right now is in the Benton County area around Fowler, and it looks like it might be heading in the direction of Lafayette and West Lafayette, Chan. And it gets a little bit lighter toward the north, North Justin, Knox, Plymouth area, not as heavy, but heavier down toward Fowler, Milford. Rossville probably will be getting some intense rain here pretty soon.
All right, thank you very much, Russ. We certainly want to keep up with our ball game, but weather is certainly a major issue in north central Indiana this time of year, and we want to keep an eye on the sky here tonight. Everybody stay safe. Here's Gunnar Williams in the shotgun formation, sends a man in the motion near side, and he's going to hand the ball off. Callahan Burnell. He's breaking tackles down to the 10, down to the 7, down to the 6. Burnell, boy, doing a nice job of running tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have thought he was a horse the way he carried people, and they may as well put a saddle on his back because he carried one or two defenders at least 5 or 10 yards.
Blackhawks get the first down. They'll be first and goal as Sheridan. Let's see if they just, really Sheridan at the 2:05 mark, they could either, they're at this point where they could, go ahead and put it in or simply just run the clock out, and they're going to hand the ball to Burnell, and he is going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Sheridan. The Blackhawks put another one on the board, and that will put the exclamation point on tonight for sure, as the touchdown that they missed earlier because of the fumble is now in the books here. So Blackhawks doing a nice job of coming back and recovering from the fumble.
As they'll try to kick the extra point instead of going for two. It's 50-21. They're going to try and make it 51-21.
And here's the extra point, and it is going to be blocked, no good. And instead of taking a timeout, we'll turn it back over to Russ Casper for another update on the weather.
We're tracking this line of thunderstorms right now, and it does look like Benton County is still under that tornado warning. Not a watch, but a warning, which, of course, is more serious. That means that some kind of rotation has been spotted in the Benton County area. Right now, Tippecanoe County does not have a watch or warning, nor Carroll County or White County even. What's going to be interesting to see if White County, Carroll County, Tippecanoe County, any of those counties get a notice from the National Weather Service of a tornado watch or warning. There's not even a tornado watch for Tippecanoe County, so that is good news. So maybe the National Weather Service thinks this is falling apart, Jan.
Well, absolutely, maybe falling apart. Of course, there was not even a watch for North Central Indiana all afternoon or all evening, and these pop-up storms have come up with it. This line of thunderstorms kind of popped up over Illinois, and they've continued to move. Most of these storms, as they move east, lose their intensity. Unfortunately, these haven't lost a whole lot so far, so we'll see what happens with them.
They just put a severe thunderstorm warning right behind that tornado watch. So in northern, just north of Fowler and so forth, they've excuse me, layered on. I'll let you get back to the game.
All right, the popcorn has a tendency to show up at the worst times on the air. I can tell you, I can vouch for that. 1:51 to go here in the ball game. Here, 50-21, the Blackhawks lead, and that's a in-over-in kick that's going to bounce around the 20-yard line and be picked up there. You got Benton County on my mind now with that tornado warning. The number 18 for Eastern, Blake Hicks. And guess what? Blake is a freshman.
There you go. That's a recurring theme we have this evening.
Well, we may see more freshmen coming in the ball game now, but I don't know how many more you could put in there since the game is out of hand, 50-21, 143. We may see the JV team coming in now for Eastern. We'll take a look and see. I think the Tornadoes got a hold of the camera there for a second. I don't know, Steve, as the line of thunderstorms we're keeping an eye on here with our incredibly intelligent smartphones that we all have now, being able to keep a line of the storms are moving in the a southeasterly direction, more easterly than south. But number 7 in there on the is Garrett Hetzner is the new quarterback. Garrett, a 6'1" freshman.
There you go.
And mercifully, the clock is going to keep running. 1:20 to go. And mercifully for Eastern, but a great night for the Sheridan Blackhawks. Homecoming, and a new king and queen were crowned, and we got a good win tonight for the Sheridan Blackhawks. And back to throw is Hetzner, and it's going to be incomplete. That will stop the clock with 1:01 to go in the ball game. So if Sheridan holds on, well, what's next for Sheridan, Steve?
Well, if after tonight is wrapped up and we celebrate the win tonight, hopefully
we are going to be on the road at Tri-Central for a 7 o'clock start.
Okay.
Actually, the next two are on the road, Tri-Central, then Tipton.
It's been the road warriors for Sheridan this year, and there's another incomplete pass broken up. Nice job there by Burnell, Nicholas Burnell.
If you follow on the Eastern Comets, after tonight, they are home against Clinton Central next week.
So it's 4th down now, and Eastern will more than likely punt it. 57 seconds to go in the ball game. It's 50-21. And we're going to try to talk to Bud tonight. We'll see. Bud may look at the weather and say, let me get home.
That's right.
We'll see. As the punt, that's a pretty decent punt. Going to bounce at the 45 and bounce at the 40 and then bounce at the 35 and roll to the 31-yard line. So do Purdue play anybody this weekend? Are they off this weekend?
They played this weekend. They play tomorrow at 3:30 at Ross-Ade. They're taking on Virginia Tech Hokies coming into town. So should be a very good, challenging matchup for our Boilermakers to see how they stack up. What's your Tigers doing tomorrow?
Well, the Tigers are going to be hosting the Auburn Tigers.
It's a Tiger battle.
So it's the battle of the Tigers. Of course, the real Tigers, the LSU Tigers, will be hosting, and that should be a very good ball game. It's number 14 versus number 18. As the Sheridan Blackhawks will just take a knee,
use that victory formation.
They'll only have to snap it one more time. And maybe not even that. Well, yeah, they had to run the play clock, so they're going to snap it one more time, and that will be the ball game. As the Blackhawks, as Steve alluded to, take the victory formation, that will be the last snap of the ball game. And the final score: the Sheridan Blackhawks defeat the Eastern Comets 50-21 in a very, very well played ball game for the Sheridan Blackhawks as they win their homecoming here tonight. We'll take a timeout, come back and talk a little more about Sheridan Blackhawk football and more from Sheridan High School. You're listening to Sheridan, watching Sheridan Blackhawk football on Shine99TV.com.
The Farmer Bank can give you access to your banking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Enjoy the convenience of mobile banking from the Farmers Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, and good luck to all local athletes from the Farmers Bank.
Bragg Insurance is your independent agency. Bragg Insurance offers great rates as well as outstanding service. Call 317-758-5828 to get your rates today. Bragg Insurance is proud to sponsor the great high school football tradition.
Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, you're not just a number, and we're not just a pharmacy. We're your hometown pharmacy for healthcare needs and gifts, taking pride in our service in reviewing your drugs and syncing your medication for you, making fewer trips for you. Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, 508 East 10th Street, Sheridan.
It's football season. Like the Sheridan Blackhawks, First Farmers Bank and Trust has a long-standing tradition, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. Come see us at any of our 36 locations of First Farmers Bank and Trust. Go Blackhawks!
Enjoy a Sheridan tradition. Jan's Village Pizza has been named Best Pizza in the Midwest by Pizza Today magazine. With fresh dough made daily by Edith and no shortcuts on quality, you'll discover why hard work makes good pizza. Jan's Village Pizza, North Main Street, Sheridan. Like us on Facebook.
Price Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the Sheridan community and surrounding areas for many years. Price Heating and Air, 103 East 2nd Street, Sheridan. Or call 317-758-4445.
At Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, you're not just a number, and we're not just a pharmacy. We're your hometown pharmacy for healthcare needs and gifts, taking pride in our service in reviewing your drugs and syncing your medication for you, making fewer trips for you. Sheridan Elliott Pharmacy, 508 East 10th Street, Sheridan.
Does your computer need help? Sheridan Office Solutions can bring your computer back to good health. Lay out and print your posters, produce your video, lay out and print anything, from menus to memo pads, even help launch your new website. Sheridan Office Solutions on Main Street, Sheridan.
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. Call 765-249-2929 2866.
Enjoy a Sheridan tradition. Jan's Village Pizza has been named Best Pizza in the Midwest by Pizza Today magazine. With fresh dough made daily by Edith and no shortcuts on quality, you'll discover why hard work makes good pizza. Jan's Village Pizza, North Main Street, Sheridan. Like us on Facebook.
Wallace Grain and Coach Bud Wright have both worked hard serving Sheridan for decades. Wallace Grain and Sheridan is a Purina certified expert feed dealer for horses, cattle, livestock, and pets. Purina salutes Wallace Grain and Sheridan, an 80-year hometown hero.
Price Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the Sheridan community and surrounding areas for many years. Price Heating and Air, 103 East 2nd Street, Sheridan, or call 317-758-4445.
Keefer's Hardware and Sheridan does sell hardware. Keefer's solves problems. Keefer's will rebuild your screens, mix paint, carefully cut your keys, carry all the in-stock items you need. Keefer's, making your life easier in Blackhawk Country.
Well, welcome back to Sheridan High School as you hear the theme from Star Wars played in the background. It's been an exciting homecoming night for the Sheridan Blackhawks. The Blackhawks win tonight 50-21 over the visiting Eastern Comets, and a game that I really think this was a game that Sheridan not only wanted, but they needed.
Definitely right. It's without a doubt, it's a confidence booster. Get your ego inflated, and certainly need that when you're kind of having a tough season, and not just to win, but to win big and really put out an impressive performance offensive-wise. So if we can stay healthy and everybody do their job, do their assignment, good things can happen like that.
Well, they're such a young team, you know. I mean, that's another thing that Bud's got going for him over the next few years. They are a very young football team that can only do one thing, and that's grow. But I'm impressed with Eastern as well. You know, look at their young kids, and they certainly got some kids that can play very, very well. And boy, again, got to be impressed with that Dante Nolder. I mean, wow, what a specimen.
Yep, I tell you what, to be just a freshman and accomplish the things he did, he's going to be a young man to watch for the next 3 years for the Eastern Comets, and hopefully he'll keep playing football for them because he is quite impressive.
Well, Sheridan racks up tonight almost 400 yards in offense. When you look at, not very many passing, but most of those yards, well, not most of them, almost all of those yards. In fact, I believe they only threw the ball the one time to Jacob Chesney. Had a couple of incompletions, but they threw the ball to Jacob Chesney for the end zone. That was a 36-yard touchdown score at the end of the half.
Yep, I can think of two passes that went to Chesney. The one down here about the 30-yard line, he kind of waited as an outfielder for the pop fly to come to him. He got that.
That's right.
And then he got almost the same thing in the end zone. So both times it worked out very well for our Blackhawks. And did not turn the ball over in the air, no interceptions. We had some fumbles that happened that we've got to start taking care of that business. And I think we fumbled at least once or twice in every game so far, and lost those. So we've got to get that bugaboo straightened out. But interception-wise, we had none. So that is very good.
50-21, your final score here tonight. And again, the Sheridan Blackhawks doing a extremely nice job of offensive play, distributed the football out very, very well. It's really one of those games that, again, I think will help define Sheridan a little bit more as the year goes, because a lot of confidence building, like you said, and it's some good stuff. Bud's going to be heading up here. We'll take a timeout, and I'm going to come and talk to Bud Wright, Coach Larry Bud Wright, going to give us some update on the Sheridan Blackhawks, and we'll talk to him in just a bit. You're listening and watching Sheridan Blackhawk football on Channel99TV.com.
Keefer's Hardware in Sheridan doesn't just sell hardware. Keefer's solves problems. Keefer's will rebuild your screens, mix paint, carefully cut your keys, carry all the in-stock items you need. Keefer's, making your life easier in Blackhawk Country.
Newell's Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. Call 765-249-2866.
Wallace Grain and Coach Bud Wright have both worked hard serving Sheridan for decades. Wallace Grain in Sheridan is a Purina certified expert feed dealer for horses, cattle, livestock, and pets. Purina salutes Wallace Grain in Sheridan, an 80-year hometown hero.
Newell's Gas continues to expand into the Sheridan area with quality propane service. The next time you need propane, call Newell's Gas and Appliance. Call 765-249-2866.
Keefer's Hardware in Sheridan doesn't just sell hardware. Keefer's solves problems. Keefer's will rebuild your screens, mix paint, carefully cut your keys, carry all the in-stock items you need. Keefer's, making your life easier in Blackhawk Country.
Well, welcome back to Sheridan High School. Homecoming night, always good to win a homecoming football game. Coach Larry Bud Wright joining us up here in the booth. And Coach, thanks for making the long trip up the bleachers. But last couple of weeks have been long weeks, ride back home and all that good stuff that goes on with some of the football. But tonight, a different story here at home. And tell us a little bit about your game plan. We thought it was a confidence builder, certainly for your kids tonight.
Oh, I hope so. I think it was. Without Chesney, basically, he played a little bit tonight, but he wasn't able to run quarterback. I think he ran one play at quarterback, such there, and without Acevedo, running back. So our two lead rushers were out. So the other two kids come in and picked up. Kenny Burnell, what came in at 24, his number was. This is his first game back from the injury. He went out during the scrimmage. And this is his first game back, and that really helped us. We got him back, especially when the other two guys went out. But we worked on really hard being disciplined. I think last week we lost the game because we were undisciplined. We had 12 penalties, and a lot of them were at the wrong time. And we made a few changes in the offensive line. Basically, we kept the same guys in there, but we just changed and put them in different positions. And I think maybe that helped out a little bit tonight. As far as that's concerned.
Absolutely. In fact, we noted that earlier in the game that we felt like that the line, whatever you did, you got their attention. The blocking was much better tonight. And you know what? They were going up against a defense that there weren't no slouch, small guys up there. They were some pretty big boys up front.
They had some big boys up front, 230, 240, some of it. And that's there. And nice built kids.
Yes.
And what we did was basically we took our two tackles and moved them to guards, and our two guards and moved them to tackle.
Yeah.
And kept the center and kept the tight end, and we changed our offense. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but we ran a pistol offense and with two wings. And I go back to my earlier days, back in the 1980s, we ran this offense a lot. And so it's same offense ran in the 1980s. And I think that helped us a lot, too, by changing the offense.
Yeah, it gives your quarterback a little bit of opportunity, too. I mean, to a little read option there so that they can – and you put some of that in tonight, to being able to read that. I was impressed with your defensive line and your defensive secondary. It was a couple of burns, but not necessarily burns. They were just when you're going up against a 6'4", 205-pound freshman and Dante Nolder, my goodness, that young man is the real deal.
He is the real deal. He's going to be a heck of a football player.
Unbelievable specimen.
Looks to me like that he's got big time written all over him if that's the way he wants to go. I assume he plays basketball too.
I would imagine.
So I think with a good athlete, he might be able to go either way, but he's going to be a heck of a football player. I do know that. And I know he's only a sophomore, but the kid he was going against was a freshman that we had on him all night.
Right.
And so, it was –
You're talking about Archer.
Archer, yeah. I thought he did a great job.
He did.
He had him covered a couple. I thought one time he lost coverage.
Yeah.
Other than that, he was covered. The kid just went up and got the ball.
Yeah, I mean, and what we said that you had a couple of sacks based upon your coverage sacks, but your line did a nice job of getting the pressure on Mullinex because I tell you what, if you're giving him any more time, you can't let him have much time with a specimen like Nolder out there because it was a jump and catch type situation. But the good pressure that came in from the defensive tackles and the interior tonight was outstanding.
Right. We also not only did we change our offense, we changed our defense also. We went back again, done some different things defensively. Again, I went back to the 1980s for the defense that we used back in the 1980s and stuff there, and I think it helped us. I think the kids' game got a little bit more confident. The linebackers missed a couple reads, I think, and let them get a couple long runs. But new defense and such there. Hope we get those little wrinkles worked out before next week.
Well, the 1980s weren't too bad for you. You won your first state championship then in 1988, I believe it was, if I remember correctly. And, never looked back since then. But, of course, Steve Martinez, that's his favorite era. He loves the 80s music. I don't know why, but I don't know what it was. But, you think about, Sheridan coming up next week. You got a mighty tough challenge with Tri-Central. What's the game plan next week? And I'm sure you'll be looking at a lot of tape and getting the scout team ready to go. But how do you play against a team like Tri-Central and certainly I think with more confidence after tonight?
Right, I think so. I think it will be a confident builder. Our kids realize that they saw the Carroll tape, Carroll and Tri-Central. And actually, Carroll should have beat Tri-Central. We felt like on tape, if they had to pick that one ball up and went like 90 yards with it, it might have been a different ball game. Right. So our kids watched the tape, and I think that they realize they can play with Tri-Central, and I think that they'll come out fired up.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I think they'll be ready because we just had a little bit different attitude coming in tonight, and like I say, we worked their butts off this week, and I don't think they wanted to work that hard. I mean, we've made them sweat pretty good.
Well, you sure can tell. And by the way, Carroll was defeated tonight. Clinton Prairie beat them 30-13. So pretty good ball.
Prairie's got a good ball club.
Yeah, Prairie's playing very well this year. So, well, Coach, we appreciate you coming up tonight. Be careful as you go down. There are some pretty bad storms out there. They got a line of storms headed this way. So make sure you take care of yourself and get your kids home tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it very much. Coach Larry Bud Wright joining us here tonight. That's going to wrap it up for us. For Steve Martinez, Russ Casper coming in and help saving the day tonight after all of the technical issues. I'm Shan Sheridan. Have a great night, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.